Hello. I was all done asking. My name is Cindy. I'm with Nana Sews and More. Today, what I thought I would do is hem a dress. It's a formal dress. It's for my daughter. She's actually in a wedding this weekend, and it's really long. So, let me show you real quick. It's a beautiful dress. Here it is. I'm going to hem it, and then we need to bring this up a little bit. It's very, very low. It has 2 layers to it. So it's a, the sheer layer and then like a knit layer underneath. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So let me see. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Let me see on here. Just trying to do some things on here first. It's telling me to swipe to see the viewers. Swipe left. Oh, how cute. I just learned how to do something new. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's get started. Oh, let me plug my machine in. I forgot to do that. All right. Alrighty, let me share to a couple pages real quick while we're waiting for ones to join. And one more. Okay, so we are ready to begin. Alrighty. Okay, so we are ready to begin. Let me turn my machine on and show you how I'm going to go about cutting this. There's several different ways that you could do this. I hope this pen works on this. I have it says mark be gone. I don't know if it washes away, irons away, or airs away, but in any case, it's not permanent. And doesn't leave a mark on here. I think it's dried out. Lovely. Okay. Oh wait, maybe it's not dried out. Maybe it just needed to. All right, let me grab something else from right over here. Tilt you down. Let me see. Got quite a few different things over here. Something is about to work. Alrighty. Just grab some pens and some markers. It's not a big deal because you're not going to see it anyway. That doesn't work on there. I've got a pencil. Can't see that. Can't see that. not working as good as I thought. Let me go over here and grab something. I thought I had let me see if this would work. Looked like the white was getting started working. And it does work enough that I can work with it, I can see. So if not, there's other options. This was just the one I was going for. So what I did was I had her try the dress on, and then I pinned it to where I want it, each layer. When there's 2 layers like this, you want the under layer to be shorter, just a little bit shorter. So what I'm going to do is I've got my ruler, excuse me. Let me see. And I'm going to measure where I hemmed it at roughly, so you can see, where's my pins? You can see the pins there. And then if you turn it around, you can see that. So this is what I'm going to do. Lay it down so you can see. I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to measure to see roughly where I want the hem to be. It's a little bit below, about 1/4 inch below 5. I'm just going to take it up to 5. This underneath piece doesn't matter as much as the outer layer. And you know what? No, I'm not going to do that because I still have to fold under my edges. So I think I will take it down to 4. And that'll give me enough for my fold under. So now I can take the pins out since I know what I want. Let's see if we can get our Mark Be Gone working. Okay, though that yellow did work on here. I may go back to the yellow, we'll see. All right, so inside, outside, whichever direction you want to do it, I probably would do it inside. I'm going to lay it down like this. Put it on the number 4 line and give it a mark. Let me see if any of this showed up. Not really. This did work on here. I could see it, so I'm going to stick with this yellow marker. And you're not going to see this because I'm doing it on the inside, number 1. And I'm going to do this. I don't know if you can see. It's a very, very light mark. Let me see. Let me see. Can you see that? Right there. I put 3 of them on there. I mean, I guess if you wanted to draw a straight line, you could, but just put a couple marks every so often. Okay. And we're just going to keep going around. See, I experimented on the hem that I know is getting cut off to see the different types of things that may or may not work. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm going to clear a lot. Are you amused by me?
No, I'm just working on
Oh, okay. I know it's that time of year where weddings are coming up. You know, other formal things are coming. So there'll be a lot of dresses that might need some hemming. Of course, I don't think young girls wear the long dresses like this anymore. They all like their shorter dresses for some reason. You might hear my dog over there eating. I don't know if you can hear it crunching. One of them's eating. It's my Shar-Pei. My dogs are social eaters, so they only eat when I am in one of the adjoining, either the room that they're in or one of the adjoining rooms. Which is horrible because I've had 2 surgeries, I'd probably say in the last 6 months, and staying upstairs, I finally had to have somebody bring a bowl of food up for them because they were not eating. I felt bad. And it's me, nobody else in the house. They want it to be me. My poor husband gets upset. He thinks there's something wrong with them, but there's not. Okay, we should be almost back around. Yep, we are. Now, you could hem the edge, but because it's a knit, knits do not ravel. I'm sorry, serge, because that's what they've already done. But I'm not going to do that. Or I could do a cover stitch, but I don't have that machine right now. It's been in the shop forever. Beginning to think I'm never getting it back. Okay, so I've marked this all the way around. I can see my marks. I don't know if you can or not. I'm going to use a rotary cutter. Well, actually, you know what? I want to use it. Maybe I'll use scissors. I think I'm going to use my scissors. You could use a mat and rotary cutter and just all along, but I think I'll have better control with scissors, so I'm going to use scissors. My chair is really squeaky. Just give it a little snip right there on the line. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm putting it in the hole there, and I'm just going to cut to each line. And like I said, you could do this with the rotary cutter if you want, but this is for a wedding, so I want to make sure that everything is like as perfect as I can get it, which hopefully will be pretty perfect. Let's see. We're almost back around. This chair's gonna drive me nuts. All right, we're back around again. Couple more snips. If you have a cover stitch machine, you could use that to hem it, which is what I believe they did. And like I said, my machine will do that, but it's still in the shop. Nice little tube. Save it. You never know. Nice little scarf, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, like a nice little scarf. I don't know. Maybe I will hem up the other end and and wear it that way. Okay, let me bring you closer to the sewing machine. And we'll worry about the outer edge in just a minute. I'm trying to pull my cord because I'm plugged in. Let me see. There we go. When you're hemming knits, you should use a special thread. Woolly nylon or bulky nylon. This is got a little bit of a stretch to it that'll help. It's supposed to help your threads to keep from breaking. We'll find out. I've never personally used it before. This will be my first time. So when I go to use my double needle when I'm hemming, everything should be pretty good. I shouldn't have much of an issue. Poking holes in the end of my threads. So I'm not going to be using this same color in the bobbin. And you don't see the bobbin anyway, the underside, so we're not going to worry about that. Now, like I said, I have never used this before. So, let's see if I can thread it the way they say. They say not to run it through your thingies for that. They tell you to hold it with your fingers. So let's see how this goes. I hope it works. You know what? I think this is brown. I have to look at my package. I thought it was black. Oh well, it's okay. Either way, it's still not really going to matter. So let me wrap. Because you don't want this to go through all that, because if you take it through all of your things on here, what'll happen is it'll take the stretch out, and that's what you want. You want the stress. So I'm going to hold this with my fingers and see how it, between my fingers, and see how it goes. Never done it, so be interesting to, whoop. And didn't go so well now, did it? Let me take that back off. So you can see, I'm unwinding it because it didn't work for me the way I thought. Now, I wasn't sure of like how to get my grip, so I have a better understanding of that now. All right, let me twirl this on again. Okay. Now I got this between my fingers. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm holding the thread between my fingers. And here we go. Oops, stop. Because I was trying to, there we go. Well, it's not quite as easy as it looks. Let's try this again. There we go, got it. It's working pretty good now. I just kind of hooked my finger like this. And it should be almost done. Okay. No, we got some of it hooked under here. All right, at some point we'll come across that inside there. Cut that out. Alrighty, whoa. This stuff is, so I'm done with that. I'm gonna put this aside. Now there's a couple, like I said, there's a couple things that you can do. Couple little tricks for keeping your hem straight, and I'm going to show you one of them. So I'm going to take one of my threads before I put the double needle in. down there. I have my machine automatically threads. Love it. It's great for, oh, thread's not corrected right. Thread it right. Just push a button and it threads. But when we put the double needle in, I won't be able to use that. So that's the only downside. All right. Let me share to one more page here. Let me see. No. Okay. All right, done. Alrighty, I shared to the other one. And then you're gonna, let me tilt this down. Ooh, broke it. Not good. All right. I have a top loading bobbin, which I love. I think they're much easier. Not that you can't do the other one, but. So you're just gonna run this through. I'm going to, I don't know that you have to, but I'm going to pull my thread up and through here. My bobbin thread. And there it is. Okay, that way they're both out together. I just think that may be a good thing. All right, so we've cut it. So I want to hem it, but without having to actually measure, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a small stitch around it. Nothing fancy. Oh, let me change my foot. It's the wrong foot. I'm not going to do, I'm just going to do a straight stitch. Get that around it. Right about where I want to fold it. The first fold anyway. You know, let me move needle. Let me move my needle over. Okay. So if you have a zigzag on your machine and you're on the straight stitch, you can move your needle over to where you want it. Then that way I can keep my, let me see if I can turn you better. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay. So I want to run it along here, so let me reset. You can see my, I don't know if you can see my needle here. Can you see that? A little bit closer. All right. And if you're going to watch, my needle's going to move over and I'm going to hit the plus. And that'll give me an idea about where I want to turn my first hem. You know what I'm talking about, because we're going to do a double fold. And I think that looks good right there. That way I can run my material right along the foot. I don't have to worry about trying to keep it lined up with one of these lines in here. Is that where I want it? Yep, that looks pretty good. So let me get my foot pedal. All right. Here we go. And I'm not back stitching because that stitch is not of any importance to me. Now my machine, and you can get machines with it, has a little slider here that can adjust the speed and slow it down. So if you know, if you're heavy on the pedal but you're not real good at going fast, then that's a good thing to have to slow you down. pins are up here. They should be. Just gotta remember where I put them. Are you shaking? I don't know if you're shaking. I don't know if I'm shaking the camera or not. Okay, we're almost back to the beginning. Okay. I had little scissors somewheres. But I also had little fingers here. So I put them up. Oh, well, I'll just use my big scissors. It's all right. Give these threads a cut. All right. So let me move you back so you can see what I'm going to be doing over here. And let me grab my pins. That should be right here. Yep, they are. Okay. So now what you're going to want to do is, now that I've gone all the way around it, and that's going to be my fold line for hemming. Probably should have lengthened it a little bit. So you can fold, pin, come back, or just fold. You know, you got the line there, just double fold it over, which is what I'm going to do. Let me see. Because I don't need a very big hem. Let me get my needle out of here. I feel like I'm unwrapping a piece of gum every time I do this. Let me make sure it's wide enough. Ah, yep. It's good. I put it in the machine this way. I need my pins to go this way. Right? Yep. So and that's something you want to think about, because trust me, I've done that many a times where I put my pins in the opposite way and I stick my fingers with them when trying to sew, because they're coming up against my hand instead of down. And we're going to do this all the way around. Oh, exciting news. We have more followers. We're getting even closer to our giveaway. I'm getting excited. I'm going to finish up hours to add to it. I think I just thought it needed something else. Just a little bit more color. See, I'm folding it on that line that I sewed. And then folding it up. I mean, you could iron this if it makes you feel better as you go along. I do that sometimes. But I don't think it's really going to be necessary with this one in particular. Oops. It's been yucky the past couple days. We've had a lot of rain here. Tomorrow it's supposed to be gorgeous, so everybody's going to have to get up early, get their chores done, and get outside and play. Of course, we homeschool, so basically it'll be get up early, get your work done, and then go outside and play along with your chores. But for any kids that are home tomorrow, you'd be smart to get your chores done tonight. That way when you get home from school, you can hurry up and get right outside and play and enjoy the little bit of nice weather. I think the rest of the week we're supposed to have really nice weather. Okay. It's so quiet in my house. I usually have somebody here, one of the grandkids. Kayla's here, but she's the oldest and she's upstairs. She's not a 15. She's not a problem at all. I think she's working on her essay. Very proud of her. She's doing an essay on, I think, DNA is the essay that she's doing, and genes. I'll be curious to see what she learns. Because I get to read the essay, so I get to learn a lot by reading it also when she's done. Okay, we're over halfway, almost back around. And I'm going to increase the stitch length a little bit. Making sure it still has some, I meant to get on earlier. I really wanted to come on earlier, but what happened was my sewing room, I haven't been down there sewing much, and I've been taking stuff and throwing it down in that room because it gets cold down in there, though I do have a heater. So I've been throwing stuff down in there, and it is a total wreck, and I have no idea what I did with it. Like I said, there's woolly nylon, and then this is bulky nylon. So hopefully this will work okay. If we don't have a lot of breakage on our needle, because I tend to get that with the double needle, but it just looks so much nicer. I mean, the other thing that you could do, and I've done that too, is I would sew a row, and then I would come back around and sew another row and make it look like a double needle when it's not. You know, it's just twice the work. That's why double needles are nice. Okay, just a couple more pins, and we'll be ready to stitch this around. Oh, I should have put the pins on the other side, but that's okay. And I'll show you why in a minute. So the pins might be facing the wrong direction after all. Oh, that pin didn't catch anything. There we go. And I think one more. Am I frozen? I'm frozen on my computer, but I'm not frozen on anything else. Let me see. Of course, I'm frozen looking weird. Don't know what happened. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh my computer and see what's going on. All right, looks like it might be working on there now. Yep. I don't know what happened. That's weird. Okay. I just wanted to share to one more page I just thought of. Okay, here we go. So let me bring you back over here to the machine, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do the double needle. I wonder if I put that up there, if that would work. Okay. So let me find my screwdriver that I hope I have in here, which I'm sure I don't. Oh wait, I have this right here. Where's this? Take this needle out. So we want to take our single needle out. Turn you down. I really need a lower lower thing, but I wonder if my other one's too low. I think you'll be okay. And I'm going to put that on with my pin so I know where that is so I can get it later. And here's my double needle. You can see I'm shadowing how that looks. Okay, I'm going to put that in. Tighten the screw. There we go. And we already have one thread through. So let me put that in. Nope. They say if you put like a white piece of paper behind it, I usually do my finger, it helps you to see the hole better. I don't have a white piece of paper, do I? Oh, wait. There's some scrap paper right here. I don't know if you can see this, but I have to show it to you. You probably can't see the needle holes, but it makes a huge difference putting that piece of paper back behind there. It just brightens it right up. Let me put that back on and run this one through also. Okay, it is going to pull through there. All right. That didn't work. Try it again. There it is. But it didn't go where it needed to go. Let me do these together. That might be better. And I don't know how to manually thread this, so this is going to be a problem. Never had to do that to me before. It's always done a very good job of pulling them through. Try this one more time. Let me see, maybe if I just give them a little bit of a twist. Okay, still only did one. Let me try it again. Normally this works when I do this. Nope. Try it again. Okay. And watch me do this all day long. Ah, yay. Perfect. There they both are. And it doesn't matter which one you put in which needle. So let me put this one in first. I'm going to put it on. Let me trim the ends because clean, smooth ends go through, obviously, your needle much easier than having little frays on the end. See that white needle, with that white paper back there, I could see that needle went right in. Okay. That one didn't go right in. Thought it did. Alrighty. Did I pull the other one out? No. Okay, there we go. It's always an adventure, isn't it, when I'm doing something? Every time I'm on live, something happens. All right. There we go. There we go. So hopefully now we should be ready to go. So when you're using a double needle on my machine, I have a button that tells it to use a double needle. So it makes sure it's positioned, because some machines the needle is in the center, but mine is off to the left. And if I kept a double needle over there, I'm liable to hit my foot. So this is important. And like I said, my pins are upside down. I should have just did them the way that I was. And we're gonna have to sew from the underside. I'll have to do it by feel, and we'll be good. Okay, and you can actually kind of see the bump there. Let me put that down. Yep, that's where I want that. And let me get started a little bit. I increased my stitch length a little bit. Okay. Looking good. And I'm kind of keeping my finger here, and I can feel the part underneath, so that helps. That'll help a lot. Plus, I know that it's running along the edge of this foot. All that works out that way. And I don't know if you can see my stitch yet or not, but I'll show you that when we're done. Okay. So far, so good. I'm very squeaky today. Probably play this back and listen to my voice and wonder what in the world. I did used to have a sewing business, and I've been seriously thinking about starting it back up again. You know, doing some alterations, because really that's not my favorite, but I tend to do like a lot of custom sewing. You know, whoops, this one came undone. If, you know, you want something for a shower, like maybe a baby blanket or something like that. So I've been seriously thinking about doing that again. I stopped a long time ago when my first granddaughter was born, because I was so busy. You know, I helped watch her and everything. Did this come all the way down up here too? And it was just so hard. But now, I mean, I still have them, but my time is just different. Yeah, see that cane that slipped undone on me. So let me just fix that real quick. So I'm thinking about doing that again. I kind of miss it, and the income is nice. Something I'm trying to do is I'm trying to learn how to make patterns, PDF patterns. I think that would be so much fun. I always wondered why those PDF patterns cost so much, and let me tell you, they're a lot of work. They're not as easy to do as you might think they are. That's so funny. Depending on what I'm looking at, it shows me different numbers of how many are watching. So to get back to our winning thing, our winning wreath, we're almost there. I think we are 7 away. I think it's 7 away. So that's exciting. Unfortunately, the winners are going to only be in the U.S. and the reason for that is postage and mailing. I'm not sure like what it would cost to mail someplace else. So I'm probably going to keep it in local, not local, but in the U.S. And this did this again. Why is this slipping on me like that? Never had that happen before. But I'm live, so it's going to happen. There we go. There we go. Stitching right along now. So I might come on tomorrow night. I know I don't normally come on, well, sometimes I come on Thursdays, but I don't usually do 2 nights in a row. But my second granddaughter is in a play, and I need to make her outfit, which I haven't done yet. So it won't take me long to do it all. We've got the material picked out. I just have to cut the pattern out, and I'm doing a paper pattern that I got at Joann's. I don't remember who it was by. And then cut it out and stitch it up. And I might do that live. I mean, I'd have to do it. It would be nice to watch a pattern made from scratch, I'm sure. She's going to, it's a Bible-based play, and she is 2 different people. I forget who her first person is. The name of her. Rahamo, I think she is, or something like that. And then in the second one, she's going to be an Israelite, just an Israelite girl. Nobody fancy. That's okay. She's ecstatic for who she's going to be. I have never had the. Usually, my issue is the thread breaking. Tonight it is, this just keeps slipping like crazy. It's very slippery. But as you can see, I mean, it's never perfect. I mean, no matter, and I've been sewing for a very long time, and this is like a huge issue to me, and it's driving me nuts. I think what I might do real quick, I guess I'm out of camera. What I might do real quick is, you can watch me do this, because I think this is the only way that I'm going to solve this issue, is I need to pin from the other side. So I can get closer to it before taking the pins out. You're still not able to see what I'm doing, are you? Oh. Because I don't sew too much from the top side. But this, you have to with this. And I think next week I'm going to do a very easy no-sew blanket for a little one for my grandson. I have all these cute girl blankets laying around, and he doesn't have a nice boy one. He's always covering up with something pink or purple or hearts on it or princesses. I think he wouldn't mind having a boy one. So that'll be an easy no-sew project. And Emmy's not feeling well. Emma is sick. So maybe she'll be feeling better and she'll be able to help me. Oh, here they are. Let me get an extra pin. Yeah, we're almost back around to the beginning. So, yeah, see, it's just slipping out like crazy. I hope I got my hem straight. It'd be horrible to have to take it out. Now, there are times when I've had to hem a dress and the label, I've had to cut the label out. And usually I just cut it out and then I'll place it, pretend like it's cut out. And I'll just place it on here like this, on the little, fold. And I'll just stitch it right onto the seam allowance. That way, you still have your, excuse me, your directions in there as to how to care for your outfit, your dress or top or whatever it is that you might have hemmed. So I tend to, somebody's giving me hearts, thank you. I don't know who that is. Yeah, see, it's not showing me everybody that's on. Why, hello, Aunt Flo. How are you? See, it's not saying all these people are on. It's telling me like down in my, what you call it, how many are on, how many just joined, but it's not, you know, up where it tells you how many are live. It's not telling me there. Okay, so for those who've just joined, I have this beautiful, beautiful formal dress that I'm hemming, and it's giving me a run for my money. And that's because it's for some special occasion. It's not just for whatever. Okay, now let me get back to this. Now that I re-pinned. And now everything should go smoothly. I knew I should have pinned. I went around and pinned from the upper side. Okay, here we go. Much, much better. See, I could go right on up to the pin and then take it out. Right on up to the pin and take it out. That way I won't have any more slipping. But I feel like I just got again. I'll tell you, this material is, whew. It's very soft. You know, it's a knit. It's a very soft knit. Okay. It's still slipping even though I've done it this way. All right. And in a second I'll show everybody what the dress is looking like. I cut 4 inches off. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer just joined us. All right, we're almost to the beginning. We just have 3 more pins, 3 pin lengths. Or not pin lengths, but this is a horrible, not one of my finest hem jobs, that's for sure. We made it. And I have to say I did a pretty good job picking out this thread. I forgot to take the dress with me to the fabric store, and I guessed. There we go. So there is our hem. Yeah, there's quite, yeah. Not looking too bad, see? And then here it is from the other side. All right, now that we did that, let me scooch over. I'm gonna move these and get a drink. Right here. And now that, let me show you the dress that I'm fixing so you can see it. Anybody that has just joined. Everybody give me a thumbs up, some hearts, so I can see who all is on, because it's telling me more that's on than I'm actually seeing that it says live. So it'd be nice to know who everybody is. But this is the dress. It's a beautiful dress, formal floor length gown, and I have to hem 2 layers. And I just did the under layer, and then I'm going to fix this because it is really, really low cut, way more than I think it should be. But you know, to each their own. So what I did was, this isn't 4 inches, which is good. I took there's several ways that you could do this. You can pin all the way around. You can go in and you can cut it and then pin it. Or the way that I'm going to do it is I'm measuring how much I want to hem. Let me turn you back down so you can watch. So I have it pinned, had her try it on. I use these pins because moving it around, I didn't want a pin to fall out, and then it's just, these pins are so much easier for me. I took 4 inches off and then hemmed it of the underlayer. You want your underlayer shorter than your outer. So this one has a very, very tiny, I mean, it is such a minuscule hem. I don't know if you can see how, whoops, how little that is. I do have a foot that you can wrap it and sew, but I think it's a little bit bigger than this. Plus, with this being so slippery, I'm thinking that it might not sew too well. I wonder if I have a blank bobbin. Let me see. I don't, because I don't think I want to sew this one upside down. Oh yeah, I do. Got a blank bobbin right here. So what I'll do is I'll take the double needles out, and then I'll put some of the color that I'm using. That way I can sew it upside down, and I can keep a close call on what I'm doing. So it's about 3.5 inches that she needs it. I'm going to cut it a little bit less than that because I need the hem. So maybe like 3 1/4. I think I'll cut it at 3 1/4. I wonder which, this, I'm going to go off of this pin because this would be the pin. So this is actually 4, over here I have 4 inches. I know which one's the right one. Hold on. Okay. Where's the pins? All right, I know I went this pin on the right side, and this one I just threw up to make it look easier. So that's the actual one that I want to measure off of. This pin here. Okay. And that is at 4 inches as well. So I think I'll cut it at about a 1/4 inch. I don't think a 1/4 inch shorter is enough. I'll go about a 1/2 inch. So we'll go to 3.5 inches is where I'm going to cut this at. And that'll give me my my hem. Okay, so 3.5 inches I will mark it at, and we're gonna find something. I have this pen, and you can buy these in the store. They are either wash away, they are iron away, and some of them just go away in the air. I have a white one to mark on this dress. I've had it for a little while. Does not work. It's all dried out. So I used a marker, just a yellow marker. And it isn't leaving a yellow mark, it's just a little bit darker of a mark, and it's enough that I can see what it is, enough that I can see where to cut. So we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. I'm going to take these pins out. I don't know where I put the other pins. I guess they're here on the table somewhere. Just don't want to lose them and somebody step on them, that's all. Alrighty, so we're going to do the same exact thing that we did on the other side. Just start wherever. I'm going to cut it at 3.5, and then when I'm done, I got to really press this dress good. So there's my 3.5 inch mark. Actually, I think I might go up just a little bit. Yeah, because I'm going to put a little bit bigger of a hem in it than they have. This is really tiny. Yep. So I don't know if you can see the mark that it left. Where's it at? You see that right there? For those that are just joining. So I'm going to do that all the way around the dress. And try and keep this nice and straight when I'm marking. Where'd I just, okay, there's my marks there. So where'd I end up marking at? Yeah, the 3.5, okay.
I'd say I got a lot.
You can't be seen, it's facing down. All right. I was telling everybody how proud I am of you on DNA and genes. So, how was the video? She watched Bill Nye and the Science Guy. Is that it? Bill, what is his name?
Are you serious?
Bill Nye the Science Guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure I was saying it right. Yes, I was serious. Or I wouldn't have asked. All right. How many of the videos did you watch? Okay.
Look. I do dino DNA.
All right. I think this is for me, the most tedious part is the marking. I love to sew. I hate to cut out patterns, and you know, things like that, which I think is that way for most people who actually sew. And clean your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still doing laundry?
No.
Okay. Also let me know.
Well, I haven't been able to. Whoops. Hi, Candy. Candy has joined us also. Better you than me. Are you talking about with the dress, Aunt Flo? Yeah, see, it's still not showing. Huh. It's like the strangest thing. So we just keep marking around the dress till we get back to the beginning. Now this part is much, much more crucial than the other part because obviously you want this one to be as even as possible. this is the outer. This is what everybody is going to see. Gotta be almost done. Oops. Are we almost back around yet? Seems like the outer one's taken a lot longer to mark than the inner one did. Alrighty, and we marking around and around. We go. Gotta be coming back to the beginning. See, this is the part I don't like. If all my stuff came to me prepared, I'd be a happy person. But it doesn't work that way. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, hope this like isn't drying and I'm going round and round and round. Let me see. And see marks over here. Wouldn't that be horrible? Oh, nope, I see them. Okay. We're getting back to the beginning. Okay, marked right there. Because that would have been horrible. Come that one doesn't look. Because that one's not 3.5. Oh my goodness, I almost made a big boo-boo right there. I mean, it wouldn't have been a bad one. I marked a 2.5 instead of 3.5. Don't want me do that. I mean, I could have gone back and fixed that easy enough, but it just was the ideal. Okay. And I have, oh, we're back to the beginning. I see my mark. All right. I know I haven't been on much doing the live videos, but oh, I've been sick off and on and just not able to talk a whole lot because it makes me cough too much. We're talking nasty cough. You don't even want to hear me coughing. All right. Again, did our little cut. Where's my little hole right there? And I'm going to follow, make that hole a little bit bigger. Oh, there it is. It is. Okay. And I'm going to follow this around. Okay. For some reason it just didn't look like it was on the 3.5. It didn't look 3.5. Boy, this one is way harder to see than the other one. I guess because it's kind of sheer. I'm seeing a red line on the table. Because I have my craft cloth down. Or, you know, tablecloth that we homeschool and do crafts on. That way if it gets messy, it's not a big deal. But my kitchen chairs, I bought vinyl to redo them, but then we just decided the chairs weren't worth redoing because not only was the vinyl bad, but the my husband has fixed the cushions, because you know they're like, it's like, you know, the restaurants, and they have the webbing and all that underneath where they keep popping, and he has fixed them so many times. He finally just said that's it, just it's time to just say goodbye to them. So I'm going to take that vinyl and use that vinyl on my table for a tablecloth. And then the kids could do whatever on it, except for it's black, an awful dark color. What is all over this dress? Huh. Well, it's getting cut off anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of is. To me, I don't know if it came that way or if it happened. I can't see. There it is. Okay. Very hard to see. So, next time I go to Julian Fabrics, I have to get me some more. I have chalk too, just not sure. You know, I've been trying to get it organized down there and put stuff. Well, while organizing it, I don't remember where I stuck some stuff. And plus, like I said, it is a mess. I've been throwing stuff in that room. And I was in the middle of doing a project when my serger broke. I'm making some pajamas for my granddaughters. But Emma, the oldest, or I should say probably Annalie, the youngest, isn't going to fit in hers by the time I get my serger back. And they're winter, so that makes it even worse. So I'm very upset over that. They've had my serger. They got it, let's see. Well, they got it before I had my my shoulder surgery. So y'all remember when I had that done? It's been like almost 2 months ago, I think. Can't remember when I had that done. March. It was in March sometime. So here we are getting ready and go into May. It's horrible. I've never had a problem like that before, so hopefully it'll not much longer. But I do have a backup one, but it's just not, it's not the same. Okay. Now, there we go. This piece is all cut off. I can pull it out of here. So there it is. And there we go. And you can see it's pretty even all the way around. So might have me another necklace. You know, recycle. I guess the internet stopped on me. Hold on. I don't know if you can all still hear me and see me. Let's see if we can get it back. I don't know, because it's on my phone, I can get, you know, the internet. In the world. Oh, I see. So you guys are probably still watching me. It's just my internet, but because I'm doing this on my phone, you get to see me sit here and keep hitting the screen until I get the internet back. Nope, thought we were having it. Ah, it's back. About that. I am getting a new, what you call it, modem thingy. The internet company is sending me a new one. So we're going to do the same thing with this one that we did with the other one, where we sew down just a little bit and then we'll fold it and we'll hem it that way. Let me put this back up. So, all right. So we only need one needle for that, so we don't need the double needle. We can take this one off. Let me bring you close. Well, yeah, I'll bring you closer for this. Let me undo the double needle. I'm just going to put it on here. I'll put it away. I'll put it away later. And put that back in here, and we'll go back to single needle, reset. I'll probably go a little bit slower with this one. Mostly something. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do my bobbin. Hold on. I wanted to use the same color in the bobbin for this instead of having the woolly nylon. Thing on there so it doesn't go flying off. So, and I don't need a whole lot of thread on here because excuse me. Come on, there. Oh, because we're only hemming this, and I don't know how often I would use this color again. Then again, if I decide to make these into what you call it. Okay, that should be enough of that. Let me take this one out. And it's a little bit different. It has a little bit of a give to it. No, no. They bark every time, don't they? I don't know what they hear. Who they hear. Alrighty. So, take this back off. Put this away. Get all this out of the way so it doesn't bring you down some. Princess, enough. Princess. Maybe my sweet Annalie's about to be home. You know what? I think she is, so you're going to really hear the dogs barking. Yeah. Sorry. Let me run and grab that real quick. No, baby, nobody's here but Kayla. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Her mom's in the shower. Yeah, mommy's in the shower, so I had to get the door. All right, so I'm rethreaded again. I'm gonna move my stitch length up, and we're gonna move our needle over again. No, babe, nobody's here.
But I said Madison could babysit Chelsea.
She must have just forgot her. Because she was going to take her, so she obviously forgot her, okay? So again, I'm going to move my needle over. Yeah, there, my needle's moved over. And I'm definitely going to take my time on this because this tends to misshaping a lot more. Did you take it in? Watch the cord. Did you take it in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe mommy forgot to bring it in, so you have to wait till she gets out of the shower, okay? So we're just sewing like a stitch line, so we know where we want to fold. Oh, okay. And I don't like how that is puckering up. So let's not do it that way.
Hello.
Wonder if I sew it a little bit farther away, if that would be better. Okay. I could even, instead of having it where the little fold is that I want, I could actually fold it where I want it to be, end up folded. Does that make sense? No, because it didn't make sense to me. All right, let me try it here.
Here you go. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. Okay. That is her game coming on. Let me turn that off. Can I go potty?
Yeah.
Get upstairs into the bathroom with Mommy.
But mommy, Nana,
What?
you're gonna have to come up with
No, Mommy can.
what you
Okay. Okay, yes. I'm pulling this a little taut so that it doesn't pull up on me. I mean, you don't want to be too taut. And that is working much better. Okay, it's not making the fabric so puckery uppy, if you can understand what I mean by that. My technical terms. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to go about fixing. Oh, okay. Yeah, the material. Are you talking about the material being fine? It is really fine material. So by pulling it a little bit, I mean not a lot, but just a little bit, it actually is keeping it from puckering, so to say, you know, or yeah, puckering or pulling. Like I'm not pulling it through the machine. I'm just keeping it, I don't want to say stretched, but it's taut. It's just as hard for me because I like to go zoom, zoom around. Yeah, it's not working like they said it would. I guess I gotta work that bug out. Oh, dogs. No. So, Candy, is Scooby real barky like that too? Or is it just a girl thing? I have Scooby's sisters. No. Princess Sharpay. So much for being quiet. Oh, you found it? Okay, she found her Barbies, so.
with Chelsea.
Honey, I don't know what you did with Chelsea. Did you take her upstairs when you went upstairs?
No.
What? Did you take her in Mommy's room?
What?
Is she in Mommy's room?
No.
She just had her before she found her. Yep, real life. This is live. It's real life. Normally, this is how my house is. As you guys have known, if you watched any of my videos, my live videos from before. Now, I'm not seeing... Yeah, it's going to be annoying. Oh, sometimes they just bark at, like, this simplest things, like putting a cup down on the table. Oh, we're almost to the beginning. Be there in just a second. Yeah. Okay.
I'm telling Daddy with Daddy.
All right. So now we get to pin it. My most least favorite thing to do. The marking is my first least favorite thing to do, and then
Mama,
this would be my second.
guess what? Me and my dad were talking about the text you got for my dad when you yanked me to you from the film.
Yeah, your daddy talked to you about that?
Yeah. No, I started it.
Or you started the conversation?
Yeah, because I told him, did you get the text of my mommy of the girl
Yeah.
yanking me and then my mom yanking me back and then I hugging you?
So if you hear Annalie talking in the background,
Is that what you remember?
um,
Oh, okay.
last week,
I remember one part
What's that?
where I got the glow stick.
last week my daughter was at the Five Below with my granddaughter, her daughter, and a lady came up and grabbed her. We don't know if she was a crazy lady or if she was like on something or what. And like literally grabbed her by the forearm, not just like a little, I mean, she grabbed her and pulled her. So we don't know if she was trying to take her or what. So she's been reported, and they have all the information. If anybody ever reports it again, they'll notify the public. But that's scary. Very, very scary.
Well, what daddy said?
And then I hugged you. And then when it said to go yank me and then after when you yanked me back, he said good thing he wasn't there because he would have his gun.
I did not say that.
No, you didn't, but my dad did.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the stitch line that I just did around.
No, you don't understand what
I'm doing my first fold on and then folding it over again. Yeah, Candy, it's really, really scary. I mean, we just don't know what that lady, I mean, and then she started talking about how beautiful she was and everything, and she may have meant no harm. We don't know that, but the thing is, too much is happening to kids nowadays to take a chance, so.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, we are too. It could have been way worse, way scarier.
You're gonna have to change your pants. I wiped my feet on it.
Oh, this child is too much. I don't know if you all can hear her.
What? Can I have it? Okay. Do you want one?
You don't think so.
Okay.
Is that one yours?
Yeah.
I'm going up.
Okay.
Hang on.
I'm gonna head up, honey. Where are you going to go?
I'm staying down here. But you're staying down here with me.
No, I'm going up.
No, you
You can see I'm not putting as tiny of a hem as they did, but it is still a little hem.
These are the cuts much you won't. Since there's much. Where my Barbie?
Oh, she's very talkative. Get your jammies on, babe, okay? I put that in the hamper because I'm doing laundry. Whew. This is tedious, tedious. You know, I probably could have not pinned it. I could have just folded it and probably sewed along, but I really am going for exact on this. How much more do I have to go around? Because I may just do that. Yeah, see, I'm like only halfway. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to stop pinning and just so fold it as I go around. I mean, it'll work the same exact way. All right, so let's bring you back over here and let me grab a drink. Oops. All right. See, I'm wearing it. It actually looks kind of cute. I think I am going to refinish this edge and keep it for this. All right, so I got my pins going in the direction that I want them to go in. They're facing that way so I can sew to them. Let me reset. And how do I want to do this? Let me see. Okay, move my needle to about where I think I want it, right about there. Move my stitch length up, and I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull my material taut as I sew it and try not to make you jump around too much. And back stitch a little bit. Ouch. I want a pin. There's a pin back there. I got my finger. Is there any more pins that way? No, it's the only one, so I'm going to take it out. All right, see. Grab it. I'm going to hold it a little bit taut so that it doesn't pucker up on me. And it'll be nice and smooth. Yep, that's looking really, really good. So this way I can show you both ways. You'll be able to see how to do it both ways. With pinning and not pinning. Sliding away from me under the table. Oh, I just still don't know how to fix that top. Go about doing that. One of my pins fell out. So here we go. And one of the things that'll help with the stitch length being a little bit longer, if I did get it slightly uneven, because sometimes I'll pin and have that person put the dress on and pin it while they're wearing it. But I've learned that doing it this way it comes out pretty much just about the same. I mean, if you're measuring from the bottom up to cut, then it should be, if it was already hemmed great to begin with. Oh, that's a good idea, Candy, on the treadmill. And watching at the same time. I'm glad that I can entertain you during that time. I miss having my treadmill, but I just don't have anywhere to put it. And I had it out in the garage, but it's too hot this summertime. And in the wintertime, I can't take breathing in that cold air. Okay, so if you don't want to pin, here's the other way to do it. I'm looking at my seam line right there, and I'll just take it and fold it under like that. Try and get it to about the same amount. There we go. And hem. Oops. Gotta make it a little bit A little bit wider. There we go. So, I mean, it works both ways. And this is just saving on some time because, let's face it, I'm getting tired of this. Though I do find sewing extremely relaxing. As long as I'm not making any mistakes. You know, if you're making mistakes, obviously it's not relaxing. Because you're too busy trying to fix them. So we're probably about halfway sewed around. All right. Alright, we're all nice and quiet again. Let's see how long that lasts. Yeah, see how I'm just, I don't know if you can see that I'm pinching it and then just bringing it over on that fold. Get my sewing room all cleaned up downstairs. I'll probably move back down there to work on all this. That way I'll have everything right there and it won't take as long for me to set up and get things ready. But I'm excited to make the outfit tomorrow night. She has one that I bought her. Because who did I say she was? Rahama. Rahama, with her outfit's a little bit more Rahama.
Rahama.
That's what I said.
No, you said Rahama.
Rahama. Rahama.
Rahama.
Oh, Kayla loves to correct me. And her outfit's a little bit fancier than the Israelite girl. What? I am. Put my stuff in the dryer. Take my stuff that's in the dryer out. And then put my clothes in the washer in the dryer. And then you can do your laundry. There's nowhere's in the clothes basket? Yeah. Do I have clothes in it? Do I have clothes in the white basket?
Yeah.
Then don't put them in there. They're dirty. Can you bring them out here and put them on the table? Kayla does her own laundry. Yay! She's been doing it for quite a few years now. I mean, she didn't like how long I took to wash certain things, so I said, you know what? Do your own laundry and then it'll get done when you want. Oh yeah, and she don't like how I folded her clothes, so I told her she could do her own laundry. Well, not this table, that table. So she takes forever to do her own clothes, and they sit in a clothes basket, so I don't know why she complained about me. But at least she's the one that's doing it to herself and not me, so she can't say nothing to me. That's my theory. Yep, we're almost done. Almost done. Yes. Normal. It's just normal clothes, right? Oh, yeah, normal's fine. I was trying to remember what I had in the wash. Alright, almost done. And then I'll get her to try this on. Probably not tonight because I think she's going to bed already. She was up at 4 and she's got to get up again at 4 tomorrow morning. So I'll get her to try this on tomorrow. And then I'll get it all pressed for her, nice and neat. Yep, see, here we are. We're just about to the beginning. And beginning. Okay. I'll go in later and trim up all these as soon as I find my little scissors. Under, here they are. Put you back here. Here they are. Aren't they the cutest little things you've ever seen? Oh, so teeny tiny. All right. So somewhere along here I need to trim some thread. Right here. All right. Now, let me trim all the threads on here because there was a lot of them from starting and stopping. And then here. Your cat tried to kill you. He came up on the treadmill. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's scary. That's all you would need. That would be horrible. I hope you wear the safety thing with it. So if you do fall, it shuts off. All right, there it is. It's all nice and hemmed, all nice and neat. Let me find, there we go. It's inside out. All right, let me see. And there it is. All nice and hemmed. And that look very nice. Nice and professional there. And there. And especially this with the double needle. I know theirs was a little bit wider, but like I said, I think it's because they used a cover stitch. My treadmill had a string that I clipped to me, and that way if I fell, it pulled a clip out. I had a little clip that went in it, and it pulled the clip out, and it would turn the machine off. So if you fell, it wouldn't and you were on it, it wouldn't keep going, and then you get hurt. And I know at the gym, when I was going to the gym, they all had them on it also. I think you put it on your wrist or something. So the question is, how should I go about stitching this up? I don't know if I should just fold it in and then stitch it. Let me put a couple pins in it as if I were going to do that and see how it looks. Because it comes, I mean, it comes like down really low. And she's a very modest person, so she doesn't like to go showing everything off. So I'll pretend like these pins are, leave it on one of them. I'll pretend like these pins are actually my stitches and then see how that looks. What? One of the puppies want me. Doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look fantastic either. I mean, it kind of looks like it's part of the, let's see what you think. I mean, to me, it looks like it's just part of the way the dress was. I mean, it would look a little bit nicer, obviously. Oh, you didn't know what that thing was for. Oh, good. I'm glad you're using it now. I'm so glad I said something. Because I don't think mine would run unless I put it in, if I remember correctly. Maybe someday I'll have a gym downstairs. Ha ha. After the many other hundreds of things that need to be done to the house get done. Yeah, I think if I stitch it up like that, what does everybody think? Can you notice? Do you think you'll notice that that's what I did, or does it look okay? I mean, I think it looks pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll probably do like a running stitch in it, like a big stitch, have her try it on, and if it looks good, then I'll just leave it like that. And if not, I will probably have to whip stitch in the back or something. You know, when you put the two pieces side by side and you do like a whip stitch from behind. But I think because of the pleats and things, I think that it'll look okay. It'll look like it's part of the pleats. Is what I'm thinking. So, all right, let's do that real quick, and then I should be finished. And like I said, tomorrow night I'm going to try and come on and show you. I'm going to make a dress completely from scratch, like sorry, a costume. She went and looked at some pictures, so she got an idea of exactly what it is, or who, you know, how her outfit looks. I think for an Israelite girl, she's going to be a little bit too dressed, you know, the colors, but you know what? It's okay. It's all in you know, good fun. You know, of course we want to try and be accurate if we can. Okay. So I told Lisa, is this the inside? Yes. I told Lisa when the wedding's all over, I can take this dress and cut it up to like a T length or knee length or whatever she'd like. And then, because this is a dress that she can continue to wear, so that would be really nice. Or she could keep it for if she ever does anything formal. Okay, let me take my stitch length as high as it'll go. And I'm going to stitch right along their stitch line. Okay. My little scissors are easier to use. Okay, so let me take this pin out. Let me cut this thread. Well, I won't cut too much off because I'll need it. Let's see. Can you tell? Maybe a little bit, but maybe once you actually, I don't know. Let me see. Let me tilt this up some. I don't think you can, actually. But I'll know more when she puts it on, you know, when it gets filled in and all that stuff. So, trying to imagine it filled in. No, I think it looks like the rest of the pleats that you can't really tell. I don't know. I have to get her to try it on and see. My nice little, I have get two scarves out of it. There's that one that I think I might hem and wear. And then this one. No idea who's calling me. No. Ah, it's my daughter calling me. She's gonna have to wait a second. If you're on, Jen, I'll call you back. All right, well, any case, so I finished My Name is Cindy again with Nana Sews and More. So what I'm going to do, it'll stop ringing in a second. It's distracting me. Okay, so I'm going to try and come on tomorrow night and completely from scratch. We're going to cut it out and everything. I'll probably maybe cut out the majority of it and leave like a small amount to cut out. That way you're not going to get bored watching me cut, and then you can watch me sew an outfit complete, and then you can see it on her. And I guess that's pretty much it. Don't forget, if you haven't, please share the video, and also if you could like and follow our page. When we get up to 50, we have our first giveaway that we're going to have, and it needs to be in the US. That way we're not going to have, I mean, I'm not sure because of overseas postage how much all that would cost and all at this point. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. And I guess that's it. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll work on that and see how things go and how my schedule goes. But I definitely have to have it done tomorrow because she's got to have it Friday. So thank you everybody for joining us, and we will talk to you later. Bye.